I want to talk to you about the 10 best gifts to get a forager. So stay with me. We'll be right back. And happy holidays to you. I have for you 10 awesome gifts that you could get the forager in your life. So whether you're the forager or you know somebody that is, sometimes it's hard to find the perfect gift. So let me tell you about a few. And the first one is what I'm wearing. This is one of my favorite shirts, and I always get a lot of compliments on it. Mushrooms make me happy. Humans make my head hurt, which they really don't. But this shirt is very affordable, and I'm going to share a link in the bottom of this. Anything that I show you today, there'll be a link for you to get it, so it'll be easy peasy. Just press a button and check it out. But these are just ideas, so hopefully you will like one of them. So one thing every forager needs is a knife. Now, I'm not going to just show you one because, sometimes as foragers or bushcrafters, we like more than one knife but I will show you this particular little knife. This is a folding knife with a little brush on it. So when you're foraging for mushrooms, it's easy to clean the mushrooms off. And it's a folding locking knife, which is very important. Especially when you're cutting mushrooms, you do want to have a locking or fixed blade knife so you don't accidentally cut something that you shouldn't. So you just press the button on the back right here and it folds. And this is a handy little knife. It's right about, I think, $25. It's very heavy duty, and it comes with a little case as well. But lately, I find myself using a different knife. So number 3 is the MoraKniv. This is the MoraKniv Companion knife. It comes with its own case. It comes in different colors. Mine's a little bit dirty. It's actually not dirty. It's kind of stained a little bit. But it has a 4.5-inch blade, 4.25-inch fixed blade. It's a very sturdy knife. It's got a great grip to it as well. And I like that it just fits right on my pants. And it just slips right in there. And it clips. So I do like that knife. That is one of my favorite. And it comes in like black and orange, the green. But MoraKniv Companion is great, not just for foraging, but it's an awesome all-around bushcrafting knife as well. So you can start fires with it and all kinds of stuff. Then, while we're on the knife section, this gift. This is actually one of my Christmas presents. I know I'm not supposed to be looking at it yet, but this is called a Hori. It's a Japanese digging tool, and it comes with its own case, which clips right onto your belt. It goes right through your belt because you're going to need a case for this one. Wait till you see it. Ta-da! This is one awesome knife. This one is by Peterson, and it's a Japanese digging tool. It was used to dig roots in the garden, just to dig when you're planting and such. It has a serrated edge, and it has a very sharp blade on the other side. But this is good when you're out in the woods and you're foraging and you want to cut up a root, dig out a root, or cut a little couple of branches. It's perfect for that. And then if we have to use it to protect ourselves, it's got a very sturdy wood handle. It's very strong. It's about 6 inches long, actually more like 7. It's got a little hook over here so you can open a bottle with it. Kind of like that. Let's see what else we got. So I'm going to put a link for this one. I'm not sure that this particular brand is still in stock right now, with the holidays, but I will put one for sure that you can look at. So let's see what else we have. Oh, here's something kind of cool. I'm dropping all my goodies here. So this little basket, it's actually called a fishing creel. That's what I found out the real name. I call it a foraging basket because it has a handle, strap, you can wear it over your shoulder. It's adjustable. It's a little leather strap, And it's a wicker basket that opens up. See the lid there? You can see inside. You can fit a lot of goodies in there. You could also, once you close it, it has a neat little way just to close it like that, which I kind of like. Pretty cool. But you could stick like something through here, whether it be another tool, it could be a pair of little shears that you're snipping herbs with, or anything like that, or your knife. But actually, you should wear your knife on you rather than just leave it there, because you could lose it for sure. But I like this because now my hands are free and I could be picking things. I could pick some mushrooms. I could gather some different greens like chickweed and plantain. I could pick up some nuts and berries, and I don't have to worry about dumping the contents of my basket because it's nice and secure. So this is very inexpensive. And I actually got this at an auction I was at last weekend, so I'm happy that I got it. It was pretty cool. All right, let's take that one off. I have a couple of things besides for using a basket. Now, anytime you are foraging, if you can use a basket, I think that's great. And of course, it's nice to have a handmade basket. If you know somebody that makes baskets, you can have one made. Well, it might be too late this season, but you can have one made for your favorite forager. Or just find a nice basket that's kind of got a flat bottom or somewhat of a flat bottom. So when you're gathering items, they're not getting all jumbled together in there. But sometimes we cannot forage with our basket. There are times like that. So we just have our backpack on. Well, the best thing to do, besides like paper bags to gather things with, are these little mesh bags. These are produce bags, vegetable produce bag. They usually come in sets of like 10 to 15. They're a couple of dollars, maybe about $10 up to $12. And the different sizes, when I'm done with them, I just throw them in a washing machine. It's really easy. Another good thing to do with these, because you want things that are multi-purpose, is I like to use these as a straining bag. You can use it when you're straining tinctures and stuff, and you can just squeeze it out, dump out the compost area, the bad herbs, and then you just throw it back in your washing machine. So I kind of like that. I think they're neat, but they're great for mushrooms, because when you pick the mushrooms, you don't want to put them in any kind of plastic. You need to put them in paper or in a mesh, something that's mesh, or a basket, so that they can breathe. If you do put them in plastic, then they tend to sweat, and then they're going to rot, and they're not going to be good at all. But this way you could also keep them separated. And if you had to, you could just tie it to your belt and then just put everything in there. Great for berries too. So I love these bags, and they come in different sizes. So I have several. Let's see, what else do we got here? Get the knives. This is a neat little pouch that clips on to your belt. It's got little snaps, or you could just, it has a D-ring, so you could just hang it off of something, off your backpack or off your belt. That has a little snap and a snap in the front, kind of like this one. Look at this thing. It's a big canvas. It's very sturdy too. So this part is leather, and this part is a canvas, like a waxed canvas, and it's a pouch, a little dump pouch. So you can wear that on your belt and be picking some berries. And I don't have a belt on. I should have put a belt on. Picking some berries, picking some grapes, or maybe some crab apples, hawthorn berries. You just stick them right in there. And then when you're done, just pull the string, the drawstring, and it's all set. It also has this little pocket right in the front, so you could fit something in there. You could put a little notebook in there if you really want to, or you could put maybe some little branches and sticks that you've harvested, maybe some like the yellow root, the little stems. You could put those in there. You could also put just anything that's delicate that you don't want crushed by everything else. It also has this neat little section right here. You can't really see it too well. Maybe you can there. That you can put some shears in there. So little snipping shears, they fit right through there. I think that's pretty awesome. This way you won't lose it. And then when you're done, you just pull it tight, stick it on your belt, and off you go. So it fits in its own little section in there. We could put it all back in its little compartment. Close it up. Just like that. And I kind of like the color because it's bright and I won't lose it in the woods. All right, books. Who likes books for Christmas? Christmas or Hanukkah or whichever holiday that you are celebrating. I love books. Books, I can't do the digital things. I just love my books. I love my paper. I like to fold back my books. I write in my books. So I'm only going to show you a couple because I do have another video, and I'll post it up top here. I have another video on some of my favorite books. Most of them are herbal books, cookbooks, but I love books. So this book in particular is called The Complete Mushroom Hunter. And this one is by Gary Linkoff. I like this book for mushroom hunters for myself. I just finally got this about a year ago. Not even a year ago, maybe 6 months ago. I like this book because it has so many different mushrooms in it. Not so many like one of those giant guides, but enough to keep you interested. And the mushrooms all across the United States. Some of these are only in the West Coast, but the majority of them are everywhere. I like the descriptions that it has in there. It has the lookalikes to some of the species. It has some of the poisonous ones in there as well. It goes into all the different types of poisonous ones, spore prints, and then in the back it has some medicinal mushrooms, and then some recipes. We love our recipes. So here are some really cool recipes. There's no pictures, though. Pictures are in my cookbook, Wild Eating with the Forager Chicks. Right up there. I'll leave a link for that one as well. But there's black trumpet dip. Black trumpet dip. This stuff is great. Maitake pickles. Yum. But there's a lot of goodies in here. So I like this book. I think your friends will too. And then I do recommend getting, this number 9. I do recommend getting a wild plant book as well. So whether they're a mushroom hunter or a plant person, this one is great. Edible Wild Plants. It's a Peterson field guide. It has some pictures in there as well and different locations of where you can find stuff, whether it be in the woods, in the fields, by the beach. When does it grow? In the fall, in the spring, or in the summer. And so this is a good little book, but I do recommend also getting one for your particular area. But this is an all-around decent book for a good price as well. Number 9. So number 10. Now this one is really for the serious forager or hunter, gatherer, whatever you want to call us. This is a pair of gaiters, lighted gaiters, Trailblazer gaiters by Nighthawk. These things are pretty cool. They light up on your legs. So try not to blind anybody with these. They light up on your legs instead of a headlamp. They have rechargeable lights in here that you could just plug into a USB and charge them up. I like them. They're very bright. It make you able to see the way. There's 3 different. There we go. You could see the way. I mean, of course, you have a headlamp right here, and you could see out in front of you. Can you see the ground? No. Then you're going to wind up tripping over stuff. So these things I like. They're waterproof. They're very lightweight. I think these would be great for people that are hikers, especially on the AT, because they don't weigh that much. They can fit in their pack, and a lot of hikers do start out a lot earlier than everybody else. They try to get out there right away. So you can also use them around the barn. If you're feeding animals, you can go out to the barn at, like, say, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not quite light out. These will light your way all the way there and all the way back. So I really like these things, and I got to try them out. So all I did is use them to go to the barn to feed the chickens, but I'm going to try them out on a trail and see how we do. So these are pretty cool. They're by Nighthawk, and I'll leave a link for that one as well. So we went through 10 awesome gifts. I know these are gifts that I would want because I have gotten all of them. So hopefully you would like some of these to gift to one of your favorite people as well. If you like this video, please click like below and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Share it with a friend. Happy holidays, everybody.